His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent. His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working on a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away. But your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth. And that is very much important.
I see in the next few months a nicer country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the hem of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woes, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Knowing that 2023 You'll be tired. You could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end. You're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him pamper. Every day I gotta buy a pamper. There's a man who bought me pamper before. I'm buying pamper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he said it. He said, when you run for one term, he said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else. These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023, he'll be tired.
Okay.
Knowing that 2023, he'll be tired. He could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end. You're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him pamper. Every day I gotta buy a pamper. There's a man who bought me pamper before. I'm buying pamper now because the time has reached. So the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he said it. He said, when you run for one term, he said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else. These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023, he'll be tired. Knowing that 2023, he'll be tired. He could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end. You're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him pamper. Every day I gotta buy a pamper. There's a man who bought me pamper before. I'm buying pamper now because the time has reached.
I'm just warming up. So get ready for me. For the next 13 days, I will keep you crying. And you're crying all over the place. What I will continue to do, I've already succeeded in completely demoralizing your base. You're just crying all over the place. I haven't even started. I'm just warming up. How dare you, foolish, desperate people, talk about rescue country. Joseph Boga couldn't even rescue himself. Some of you passing around, oh, cause I did, cause I that. Where were you when I raised the money left and right to feed him and fly him from hospital to hospital? Where were you all sitting there talking nonsense? Talking about cause I ain't got no integrity. I didn't have integrity when I was feeding Joseph Boga. Your God, bunch of ungrateful people. Have you heard Joseph Boga deny that I was raising money left and right to feed him? Have you heard him deny it? He will never deny it because he knows this to be true. Have you noticed what's happening to you all? And I haven't even started. Get ready for me. For the next 13 days, I will keep you crying. And you're crying all over the place. What I will continue to do, I've already succeeded in completely demoralizing your base. You're just crying all over the place. I haven't even started. I'm just warming up. How dare you, foolish, desperate people, talk about rescue country. Joseph Boga couldn't even rescue himself. Some of you passing around, oh, cause I did, cause I that. Where were you when I raised the money left and right to feed him and fly him from hospital to hospital? Where were you all sitting there talking nonsense? Talking about cause I ain't got no integrity. I didn't have integrity when I was feeding Joseph Boga. Your God, bunch of ungrateful people. Have you heard Joseph Boga deny that I was raising money left and right to feed him? Have you heard him deny it? He will never deny it because he knows this to be true. Have you noticed what's happening to you all? And I haven't even started. I'm just warming up. So get ready for me. What I'm going to display and publish, you all will see.
Timadoma is my cousin. I was born in Nimakante.
You got birth certificate?
I come in now. Reverend TikTok. Reverend, you divorce your wife 2 times. You divorce a 2 wife woman.
You say you a lie? I only been married twice. I only divorced twice. You know jack about me. You don't want to say you a divorce your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Timadoma is my cousin. I was born in Nimakante.
You got birth certificate?
I come in now. Reverend TikTok. Reverend, you divorce your wife 2 times. You divorce a 2 wife woman.
You say you a lie? I only been married twice. I only divorced twice. You know jack about me. You don't want to say you a divorce your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working on a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because their side is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
It is the weekend in Liberia. They say good TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, that's what they say, TGIF. Before TGIF, they are the other days. So let me say TGIF to all of you in Liberia. Whatever it is, as per your time zone, your geography. Thank you so very kindly. Hello and welcome to the show, Real Talk on Kings 88.5 with me, Sam Andrews. One tale of our existence on earth centers on information. In the absence of information, you are dead. Not literal death, but you are tossed to and fro, and you live in the state of denial used by others. So it is another day again, man. We've got a couple of things to talk about. Rescue is shame. Rescue is shame. They're not talking. They don't have the face to look into anybody's eyes and boast because they are overwhelmed. The president just doesn't know what to do. There is this skepticism and suspicion amongst them now. So we've got the issues, people. At the same time, we are giving you money. Start playing the King's Cash giveaway, the jackpot for 10,000 Liberian dollars. Dial star 799 star 25 hatch. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. That's all you need to do. I'm Sam Andrews. Mambo Rogers from Claratown, you on the show. Otto from Freeport. Nina Quia, Claudie Allison, Vignatius Barr, Emmanuel Bro, Ralph Cooper, Denver, Colorado, Chelsea Croman, Yassa Sharif, Alexander Dolly from Tennessee, the United States, my son Robert, Fiaman Sinka, Muya Sharif, District 9, Asata Miller, Red Light, Jackson Poning, Iron Factory Block 13, Intellectual Center. You are following alongside your chairman. You guys never miss out on the show. Thank you so much. I'm excited to hear that you are there alongside your chairman, Romancio Laputan, or Cannibal for short. Good to have you on, and it's good to be in that Intellectual Center and Iron Factory Block 13. Matilda, that's Matilda. Matilda Stevens, you come on. Yes, good day. Hope that you are faring well from your end. Samuel Light Cooper from Caldwell Road, Colorado Community. And James Sumo, you've come on from the USA. Blama Kane from Old Road. A Valley Cora from Banjul, the Gambia, Kadiatu. S. Fortune from Morovia, Philip Nangbe. You've come on. Samson, that's Simon College Senior from Wazon City. Where is that? Compound number 3. Where is that? Lofa or where? I don't know this place, but it's good that you're on. And Painesville Right Light, G. Jefferson M. Colette. Okay, thank you all for coming on. The names are just pouring down like the river flowing. So we can call everyone, but those of you who come on early, you are acknowledged. I've not seen my southeastern sister, Dwight, yet. She will come on, I'm sure. Anderson Kamara, you've come on from Matadi City Clinic. Okay. So let's get started. We are giving out some dollars today called 10,000. Dial star 799 star 25 hatch and play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. That's all you need to do and have your 10,000 Liberian dollars. 10,000 Liberian dollars. Start playing now and play as many times as you can. Have no doubt. Just believe that the 10,000 is yours. You can receive it. Start playing now and play as many times as you can before we reach the halfway mark of the show. You must have played and play very well, very convincing, so that you receive your 10,000 as we talk. money within the Unity Party government. They can say, me by me laugh. You know, when the me by me laugh and laugh that way, you must know what's up. Today is Friday. Today is Friday. We thank God for life. We thank God Almighty. God is faithful and true. He is the very good God who never reneges on his promises. Oh no, he watches over everybody. And he's the God of justice. He's not the God of injustice. Yeah. No, he's the God of no corruption. He's the God of no confusion. He is the God who poured down his wrath against bad people, bad president, bad vice president, bad foreign minister, bad legislator, bad executive official. Every bad person, God's wrath can fall upon them. And even desperate, dangerous, rather, those who know that it is wrong and ill treat, suffocate, suppress, repress God's people. And those who think they are far better off, God's wrath also will come upon them. And he never lived without his golden rules. Do you know that the golden rules are many in the Bible? He is the God of justice. Yeah, la vie. Today, Friday, yeah? So let's just flow this way. We have to go therapeutic sometime, you know? You don't have to be serious with everything political and the people. Sometimes you just de-stress yourself with some laughter, make yourself comfortable, flow along, and do whatever you can amuse yourself. Don't get too bothered with this unity party politics and Nebuchadnezzar reign. This country is on the brink of collapse. No leadership in place, only God holding it now. So you just have to de-stress yourself because everything has gone haywire. The president himself, Mumford, I've been looking for all of his clips or most of them, but I just thought to leave it, man, because you've listened. No need to play Bwaka voice again because Bwaka is irrelevant to everything Liberia. So we just live with the situation now until some kind of rescue can come our way. The president is irrelevant. And just listen carefully. I'll explain it to you, but you already know. So let's start this way. There are two lines. We are Christians. So we never live without our Bible or leadership model. No. It tells us everything how we ought to exist, leaders ought to conduct themselves, how they ought to treat the people, and the reward thereof. If the country should prosper, what the leaders need to do. The onerous or responsibility not only on the people, but the leaders. Many times people would think that it's only onto the people, but it's onto the leaders. So there are several golden rules in our leadership book called the Bible. In Matthew 7:12, we are told by God, this is an injunction. An injunction is an order. An injunction is giving a full right, authority to a person or institution to do with the backing of that person or institution that is giving the command. That's what an injunction is. There are lines in our leadership model called the Bible, just for information. There are lines that are that are decree. They are injunctions. That means as it is written, you know that it is an order. It is not optional. In Matthew 7:12, we see an injunction. We are headed to the usual. But today is Friday. Let's flow this way. In Matthew 7:12, what did he say? Well, it is one of the golden rules. He said, do unto others, do unto them as you will be ready for them to do unto you in return. Simple. In Matthew 7, from 1 downward, what did he say? If you think speck or day, or the person is dirty, or stink, or nasty, and you are the cleanest, you are Mr. Holy, you are Madam Righteous, and you think that person ought not to be, and you want to clean the person of his filth or dirtiness or nastiness, God said there is no problem with that. It is your right. But let impute a modification here. Before you do that, you too must know that you have not the slightest, or the children can say tani. Man had the small kikini. You can say you might not have the small kikini. That is not a single piece, not a piece, nothing absolutely should be on you. That way, if something is on you, then you can tell. You can tell the next person to take it up. I lay the basis for where we are headed with this because the whole system is rotting. The whole system is dirty, stink, nasty. The entire unity party system is stink, dirty, nasty. Smelling all over. Corruption smelling all over. The whole government confused. Everybody stealing. It is now convincing to everyone that corruption, everything corruption, JNB said he was going to tackle. They've overwhelmed the government. It has overwhelmed the government. Stealing in every ministry and agency. The thing is too shameful, man. The thing is too shameful, too bad off, that most of their people now, they are ashamed. Let's not forget, we're in a gathering. One of those who Bwaga gave top position to. I'm just inserting this so that you know. But it's not a corruption issue, but they are involved with corruption, rather. Let me not say it's not a corruption issue. They are involved with corruption, but it's an isolated incident. One of them, he was honest to admit that what Unity Party did, what our party did with Fonati Kofa was not right. Corruption all over the place, everywhere the people are stealing. You are aware, I'm not saying anything strange to you, but it has become the normal now. It has become the normal. Everything that they are doing now is 2-3 times than what they condemned the previous government of. Corruption walking on broad day everywhere. Corruption in 3-piece suit. Corruption in bowl. Everybody hands in the cookies jar. Every ministry, corruption has overwhelmed. Corruption now has rescue mission and is ruling rescue mission. Rescue mission in ever corruption. Rescue mission, all the rescue missionaries, or missionaries, whichever way you can call them. The people stealing all over the place. All the people who are making BMO, yeah, they were shouting, screaming as if they had just dropped from heaven prior to coming in. They're stealing. The people stealing. They're stealing every day you wake up. The president is the president of Liberia. Let us not say he isn't. He is the president, but he's not in control. There are two different things here. You can be the head, but you're not in control. Being the head means everybody acknowledges that truly you are the leader, but you lack everything proactive. You lack the leadership. You don't have grip on your reign. People, your subjects don't really fear you. They really regard you. They really respect you. Moreover, they know that the days are running. They know that the days are running fast. So they think they can use today for tomorrow. That means we still today real good. If Waka dismisses us, no problem. We can move on. But we don't have a full trust in this government. It is possible that something might happen and we might not have the opportunity to stay on. So let's still, every ministry, every agency, the thing is too embarrassing, too shameful. You can hardly walk the streets. Everywhere you hear people talking about it. People are just fed up now. Unity Party only lucky because this is the second year. But it is not a guarantee. The years are running very fast. Tomorrow is March. And then in few months, we talk the next year, 2026. And 2026, between 2026 approaching or 2026 approaching 2027, the National Elections Commission start preparing for general and presidential elections. We don't have much time. No. You don't be afraid. You don't think that the time long. You don't be carried away, say, wait 2029 is not far. The only thing you can do, I can advise you, just pray every day that God gave you long life. But 2029 is right before us. 2029 rests before us. And everything Unity Party doing, it will continue into 2029. It will even get worse than they. No way. There's no way they can bring this thing under control. No way. No way. They are stealing. And the international community is about to come out with situation reports. Blocks are taking place. That means they're blocking some things. They're suspending some things on Liberia. The guys are stealing all over. Let's try to talk some figures. But you know these things, man, they'll be wasting our precious to be telling you this everywhere. Everywhere. They're both stealing. Finance ministry, they're stealing all over the place. Gafwan tired. You know that Gafwan wants to leave. You know that Gafwan finding an exit strategy. Gafwan can make it. Do you know that Gafwan will not end this government? Yesterday I told you something and told you to mark it. I'm telling you today again. Today is the 28th of February. Put it in your diary. Gafwan would not end this government. Gafwan is finding an exit strategy. Gafwan is not comfortable. Gafwan don't have solution inside. Gafwan finds himself in a period that is more terrible, more damaging, reputationally more difficult than he ever thought he was as finance minister under Ellen. Under Ellen, it was easy. He had too many options available, too many assistants. The situation wasn't as it is now. He finds himself in the most difficult situation or atmosphere as the Minister of Finance and Development Planning. He and the guys at the place there, the guys are not really cooperative with Gafwan. Gafwan, I told you a couple of weeks ago about the rift between he and Bill McGay-Jones. And he wants Bill McGay-Jones out of the ministry. Ask Mr. President. That issue reached Mr. President. That is why the painting of that place, the ministry in and out, that stratospheric budget they increase, lying budget to steal, it is on hold. That project on hold. Everywhere, yeah, lace men there. Liberia Agency for Community Development, over 600,000. The people ain't taking 3,000, 4,000. The stealing is from 6, 10, 11, 12. All of this money, can you imagine? With the damning economic situation or the dire economic situation we are faced with, the little money in, the guys are stealing. They are collecting. Look at front page Africa analysis today. Look at front page Africa analysis. Look what the people brought out. Do you know that the people then they spend all our money before? Now no money. Even if Boga wants to travel now, they gotta be moving here and there, giving decree that MPA must get this, the other person get it. They both spend the money before the budget could pass. The thing the guys did over there, hey God, hey Heavenly Father, Lord, that you the one know everything. Oh, Look, you must be very grateful that God hand over this country. And you go up your kind of 9 million years, no matter how long it takes. One day the country will turn to a Christian state. That God keeping this country, that God carrying this country. So, do you know, I am saying this to tell you that the things the guys did over there in that legislature called themselves majority bloc, they went hastily to do that thing, say they passed budget, and you know that the people, they both spend all that money. That thing Gabon was talking, you are trying to do a cover up. Oh, you're how you spend, and the budget is 1 year. Yeah, the people have finished with that money. No money in the country. The people, they wipe, they stole real good. Yeah, look at that analysis in front page Africa newspaper today. If you are not getting a copy, well, please, it's still available. Tell your people, let them run and get a copy for you. So you see everything that you see, the layout. The people stole that legislature, that so-called majority bloc. The people, Dana, let me not only say the majority bloc, but the legislature, because the speaker there, Fonati Kofa, all of those people, all of the spending entities or majority of the spending entities. Rescue, who would have thought that this thing will have come out in rescue? This widespread, uncontrollable, deliberate stealing, broad day stealing with no fear whatsoever. Because Liberia only has suspending president. No car corruption, alleged corruption stuff. At the end of it finished. You will not hear anything from over there again. I dare that woman. I challenge her, Alexandra Zoe, to bring anything out again. That's the end of it. What's the other place? You will hear Emma Glasgow on because Emma Glasgow was appointed. Emma Glasgow was the interest, or yes, let me say was, because they suspended her. And I don't think, I'm not sure, I'm not convinced that she will go back. So Emma Glasgow, the NAFA boss, was the interest of former Vice President Joe Howard Taylor. She was practically the beg girl to the former Vice President. I know that for a fact because I saw that many times. That recommendation, the recommendation to go to NAFA, it was the former Vice President interest and recommendation. But she had equipped herself. So she was ready for the tax. She's not a Unity Party person. Neither is she a sedition. But because she worked in a government, so the Unity Party people take everybody to be sedition, even though they know the sedition, they know of the tripartite arrangement. But because you work in we are government, you are a rogue, so you should not. You are yeah, Emma Glasgow stuff. They stay on it. They no car stuff because all of the people are Unity Party people, and few of those guys involved, they are Boaka beginning. They are Boaka real beginning. Yeah. Everybody they can get a beginning real close to them, real beginning that you can trust, you can rely on. So even though sometimes when you do something, you can get vet. All have beginning, you can blast, but you can take them off because they are your backbone. They are your errand people. You will need them at all times, anytime. So there are certain guys within that local investigation that are untouchable. Alexandra Zoe, she would not go further with it. There are cases there. Before Nokal and the other people, did she go to a sitting down on the shelf, the dust piling up on it. The ones they are giving attention to, they are fast tracking, are those that are associated with CDC. Yetwe and the other guys, today, that motion for dismissal was denied. We get to that. And we get Arthur Johnson position. Everywhere, the people stealing all over the place. Rogues, rescue rogues all over the place. They're stealing like nobody business. That's why I thought to share with you the people overwhelm the government. The people confused. Some of the partisans, they're uncomfortable and they're not too sure. Today is the birthday of die-hard supporter of Kings 88.5, Agnes Brown, Galley Street, your block. Thank you ever so much. You'll never ever miss out on Kings 88.5. It's in your blood. Your birthday is on today. We can be ungrateful not to reciprocate. Celebrate your birthday, Agnes Brown. You're there behind the former Ministry of Commerce where you do your business alongside your brothers and sisters, George, Levi, Charlie, Master K, all of those people, Yempo. They are celebrating grand style. So that what unfolded, that what is happening in the government, rather, they were stealing. Yesterday, they were trumpeting all over the place. They were sounding very loud, or they sounded very loud, very critical. And no one had thought that this kind of situation would have ever occurred, that corruption would never, ever occur in Unity Party government. One of their officials, a good friend of mine, very strong defender of Unity Party today, the man confessed after reading some of the reports coming up from those ministries and agencies. The one that really broke him down, then Liz came, water and sewer. Would anyone had anticipated or thought that Mo Ali in this government would be defending such an amount, anything money, anything would get involved in alleged corruption? I bring him out because he was the spokesperson. He was the voice for Unity Party. He was at almost all of the press conferences speaking. He was the one talking, Mr. Weir. Where is that? Mr. Weir, Mr. Weir, Mr. Weir is this, Mr. Weir is not doing this, the economy has gone down, Mr. Weir is just don't know, don't have managerial ability, Mr. Weir. Yeah. It's not easy. Corruption overwhelmed. Corruption rescue the rescue. Corruption rescue the rescue. So is corruption in charge now? It is not Bwaga in charge. Corruption in charge. Everybody taking their own. Everybody eating. Everybody. Because they know they're not too sure. They are not too sure of the future. No. They are not too sure. Once they're not too sure, you are speaking in tongues, so you expect me to interpret. I know how to interpret that one. Hey, God says somebody else must interpret so that you can interpret because you're the somebody. They're not too sure. So they're eating, collecting, they're manipulating the documents. They're withdrawing Nicodemously. Broad day, all over the place. The guys are stealing. That area, I'm going to no document I get in from here. I'm just telling you, there's nothing strange that I am telling you. Nothing strange. All over the place, all over. And it's going to be more days. All over. Rescue. Corruption overwhelmed rescue. Bwaka does not know what to do. He's confused. After bragging, boasting, ranting. Amen. What did man claim when he went on VOA? I'm not coming new to this position. You knew that all. You knew. You green. I beg you, yeah. You green. You far-sighted than those guys. The people they are young mentally. They are fresh. They know you're in a state of dementia. There are certain things you think that you're saying or doing normal, but no, so the people taking advantage of it. Look at the situation that we still trying to grapple with or to come out. AFL and police fighting because police refuse to use their discretion. Gregor Coleman thinks that he is the deputy president, so he should go about unleashing his people doing every other thing. Yeah, you know, the people know some kind of way. Look at the car Gregor Coleman riding. The men just changing cars. You know the part of the people that cars government yell. Look at the people just changing cars. Hey, man. That car freak government, yeah. You know the party, that car freak government. Their officials, they freak for cars. New cars. You know how many cars Gregor Coleman has changed? Yesterday, I saw the man car standing. I said, cool. Oh. So the man, I think that Chevrolet, the Gregor Coleman just let cars, oh. The man just changing from black to white, the blue. Then he put 16 armed men behind, armed men and women with long-range guns. The only police officer, the only police IG in the world that can move like that. The man get pretty close to 16 armed men and women. Ryan, see the man convoy. The man, they're dealing with black guy. JMB, and he say, you're not coming new to a job. I find the people concerned, they know that, yes, you're not coming new to the job, but you green. You green. Mentally, the people young. For you, you have age mentally. There are certain things you can. Retentiveness is far. The people know what to do. Young presidents, the people are manipulating them. Then are you bugger. That way, all over the place. Leadership wise, nothing. Everything just upside down. So, apart from various governments, entities, our men on the other side. Front Page Africa did a very good piece. Very, very, very nice analytical piece on the 2025 fiscal approved budget. Yeah. Drastic off budget spending across Bwaka government, the whole government. The people there call them, they say 55th legislature. Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, Office of the Vice President, the President. I say corruption all over it, man. Vice President Office, the legislature, various ministries and agencies, everywhere the people cutting, they eating, they real collecting. Mama, that Tima is special. You see how the way he can say, Tima Jate. He said, when you talking about corruption, like I said, he said, guys, they eating. So they better eating the man in this government, yeah? They won't know. The boys say what Bwaka get very you wouldn't suspect or we go say that. So front page, let me just highlight some the analysis is long, very good piece. They took bits and pieces from other areas to form a full analysis. Very good research. So they say among the government entities scrutinized, the legislature has off-budget spending of 4.07 million, even though despite an approved budget of 59.8 million. The Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, the Bwaka office, when you hear Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, that the President office, the Bwaka office, so you're listening to the name, Ministry of State. The state institution, state enterprise. But what they're responsible for, their work is the President's office. So they name it Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. So the President get this other office for this, that office for that, the office for that, all those things. So that's what they call Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. So they exceeded their allocation. Then three, yes, theirs is 317.8 million. Why the office of the Vice President? The office of the Vice President. Yeah, the Vice President overturned 67,682. Then there's one, the legislature 2 National Security Agency, Ministry of Finance, Pinsville City Corporation, Ministry of Justice, West African Examination Council, Governance Commission, Ministry of Mines and Energy, Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, Ministry of Labor, Public Procurement and Concession Commission, Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Youth and Sports, University of Liberia, Central Agriculture Research Institute, Civil Service Agency. The Civil Service Agency, they play Josiah Joker sitting a whole day. He said the other person days. The other one day, they're doing day with the payroll. They streamline, they discover 9 million ghost names, all kinds of things. They there too. Center for National Document and Archives, General Auditing Commission, Financial Intelligence Agency, Office of the Vice President, Ministry of Gender, Board of Tax Appeals, Environmental Protection Services, National Commission on Disabilities, General Services Agency, National AIDS Commission, Agriculture and Industrial Training Bureau, Liberia Medical and Health Product Regulatory Authority, Rural Renewable Energy Agency, National Lottery Authority. Then what did they say? They say recurring off-budget expenditures that raise red flag. That this is not the instant of budget or off-budget spending, apart from the one I named. The one I'm talking according to the people, what they discovered. Not off-budget spending under the Unity Party-led government. In September 2024, the Ministry of Finance submitted a breakdown of budget expenditures totaling over 15 million, covering expenses incurred between January and August 2024. The report revealed several significant and controversial spending decisions. And on they go on to explain everything. And then what they arrive at? National Security Agency, Yeah, 2.5 million allocated to convert operations through the National Security Agency. 1.5 million used for the House of Representatives for special sitting. 1.5 million. 1.5 million. The people that are sitting over there call themselves representatives. 1.5 million. They say they just go sit down. Like how you can see them doing. They go sit down. And they say they're having session. That session there, they get money for it. When they go on the other side, they say they're having committee meeting. They're money for it. That is why I told you people, and let me say again, don't see any legislator in Liberia as being broke. And if any one of your legislator tells you that he or she does not have money, it's a curse on you. You must go for deliverance. Go for deliverance. Because that person has a spell on you. Those people have money. They never ever go broke. Every day, the least that they can have on them is 2,000-3,000 US. The man's daughter can wake up in the morning and say, Daddy, I ain't let it order car here. Daddy, I want chinche. I want new car. And in less than no time, the daddy will just fumble for a while. The girl has her car. Why? Because daddy getting the money. You think no guys insisting on money for this budgetary allotment, or it's a budget item, and yet they're using all of those jargons. You think where the money going? The money going into their personal pocket to improve their lives. They put building 2-3 houses. They're establishing businesses of all kinds. The richest people in this country next to the executive, the legislature. That thing, Mema Briggs, go say over there, she thinks she can win public sentiment by that. That now she knows that legislators should expose their budget because the public information, all those times she being ordered, why she did not say it. That now is necessary. Then she can't talk about she making $6,000 US. That $6,000 US, you need to cut it down. We find ourselves in dire economic situation. It should be part of the austerity measures. Cut should go across the 3 branches of government, followed by other institutions. Then we'll come out of this situation in. The board go sit down when they come to to the executive pavilion. They say they're having session. That your money, oh, you can pay for it. You pay them just to go sit down, just to sit down and talk. You buy their cars, you buy them cars, you buy them water to drink, you buy them clothes, you buy them all of the things. 1.5 million. They put just for setting fee. Setting fee ain't mean extra. They're not extra thing. It simply means when you sit down, when you finish having a meeting, they give you money to buy things then for that setting you sat. Whichever way, sorry. I know what I say, you go say. That's why they call the people go pour there 1.5 million United States dollars in a country that is the poorest of the poor. An economy that can survive a day without countries around the world putting dollars into it. And you expect that the people from outside are stupid enough to still be putting their money in here? When they see it, you go sit down. Few people go sit down just to talk. Then you, the citizens, you pay them 1.5 million United States dollars just to sit down. After you elected them, then you pay them again, and then you call them representatives and senators, and then you sit yourselves over there. When things happen, you can rise up. That was the people see you people as stooges, as peasants, as nonsense, as surrogates that they can just use. They think can happen in other countries. I bet you this thing. And you saw what happened in Kenya when the people got fed up. You think those guys, they think they're doing all that, they're not provoking you? Because this country is a softly country. So nothing can happen. The people using you, they're telling you that you dull, you stupid, you reckless, you irresponsible. That now they got the vote, they got the power, they will get time for you. They don't go to you to make any report. They don't regard you. All they know you will just make noise. Yeah. It's finished. What they enjoying themselves, they enjoying the money, and you not provoke at all. Sorry, I'm not being dummy of you. No, you are good people. You are great people. You exercise your constitutional right. It wasn't a bad thing that you did. But I am saying it this way because that's how they see you. And you weren't wrong to vote. Any election, you should turn out to vote. It only means this time around, you have to be very careful. Because they are irritating you. They're not updating you with anything. They go to the legislature, they just sit down, collect enough money, make noise, take 1.5 million, 45 million for car, this one, that one. They have no time to come and brief you. The Constitution said the people come out and elect. And you make report in return. You consult. There are certain decisions before they take it in that legislature, they should come to you. They should throw it before you. And you suggest. That's why they call people's power. The lawmaker respecting the will of the people's power in the lawmaker. But they think because they're there for 6 years, so you insignificant, you powerless. 9 years, you powerless. And you can see when election coming, what happened? And that's the time they can turn around, they come into you with the nice words and description and look for small money to chunk it on you. After the election, they're off. How often do they go back to you? If I open the line, and many of you can tell one lies your representative went back. Not at all. You know why? Because they have 5 years ahead of them. And they see it as long time. But it's not long time. Sorry to say, there's this even in the Bible that God referred to as rich fool. You find that in Luke chapter 12, 17 downward. He felt that he was a money person, he was a legislator, he was a rich person, he was an executive official, he was a judicial official, he had all of the monies, he was highly educated, so everything he piled onto himself. He felt that he had taken the whole world onto himself because he had the whole world. What did God say to him? God said, oh, look, Mr. Fool Legislator, all the money you're trying to collect here, you have no time for the people to share with them, to advocate. You, Mr. rich man, Mr. President, you gathering everything. That's how God was describing that man, using all the names on him that we have today. He said, when you finish with everything, let me tell you, this night, you will not see tomorrow morning. Let me see now what you will do with all of those things. Some of you, not even some, but all of you need, if you are a Christian, you need to read. Go in Luke chapter 12. Look from 17 downward. God referred to him as the rich fool, F-O-O-L, fool. A fool is a person who is mentally stupid. That means you're not reasoning well. There is something, you must be in the state of dementia. You collect all of those things. You're acting like the whole world for you. That's how officials, people who like money, greed, they're taking everything onto themselves. They have no time for the people. That's why at the end of the day, listen, some of the deaths, I'm not wishing death on anybody. I'm not being wishful. I'm only looking in our leadership model. That's all. Because the very God tells us that leave legacy. And the legacy is how you treat the people right, how you deliver to them when they have elected you. When you think they elected you or they elect you to put everything into your bounds or your storehouse, and they look as peasants, as beggars, to feed on your crumbs, God can tell you that you will not see the next day. And listen, some of the deaths you see, God hand in and God took that person away so that we know that when they bury the person, they can pull all the cars there. All of you that are fighting for all those cars, those money, everything. They put Johnson there. And you can just lay down, they put one coat suit on you. They put one shoe on you. They put one glove on you. They fold your hand, they put you in a box called casket. And I got the man when he said, what will it profit a man? What will it profit a legislator? What will it profit a politician? What will it profit a journalist? What will it profit a medical doctor? What will it profit a physician assistant? What will it profit a businessman, businesswoman when they try to gain the whole world and they can't carry the whole world? What good is that? That's the same way God saying, you're just a rich fool. You get it. You get all the property. You go, you buying $45,000 car. You buying for, you're changing car. One car can feed a considerable number of the citizens. One car can build some kind of clinic in whatever the district. One of those cars can set up a mini clinic. Look at the number of communities or districts. See the emergency medical constraints they are faced with. When something happens in the night, there is an emergency, they're running, looking for bike to get to Redemption or JFK before they can reach Freeport or before they can even cross Beaumont Bridge. The person is dead. But these people who are legislators, who were put in the budget 1.5 million just to sit down and talk, we choose not to do that. Look at how all of the districts are so bad off. Go in other countries. See legislator district. Monserrato County, the seat of the presidency, and the seat of I don't know how many senators. They stay boasting of that place on Capitol Bible called University of Liberia. Should they city the seat of the presidency and legislators and representatives should have one university? District 17. You don't think it is necessary, it will make every sense to set up an institution over there, to set up a mall over there, to set up a mini clinic over there, one of rare status, that people will not have to come way here running on back to bring somebody from District 17 to JFK before they can get to Freeport. The person died, when they can just go to that hospital or clinic. Even if the clinic can handle the case, but they can stabilize the person until they can get to JFK. You think they can have 2, 3, 4, 5 ambulances in that place? Go right in area. See legislators' districts. See what they're doing in parliament. See how they argue. See the legislations they bring out on the floor for the people. Well, you got those small boys and small girls, standing boys, standing girls. I will call them that way because they're concerned about themselves. Sorry to say, no disrespect. That's what I show you in the Bible. Go there. Luke chapter 12, 17 downward. They are rich fools. Those legislators are rich. They are rich at your detriment. The executive officials, those within the perimeter of the executive, they are rich. Those within the judicial sector, they are rich. Who told you they are not? They are rich. You don't hear the chief justice and other people, associate justices and other people in corruption or in the papers every day like the politicians, but they are one of the people, one of the groups that get real money, real money. Earliest time we heard of the Chief Justice, the former Chief Justice Gloria Scott. I think they say a boy or girl that took whole carton of money, good bit of US and Liberian dollars, because the money was just being stuck in the house. You think Chief Justice, Associate Justices, in the poor people in Liberia? They're one of the richest groups. The only reason you will not know, because the legislators and the executive officials, they steal the headlines. But the judiciary, that judicial sector, the hierarchy, one of the richest. Look at the place. Already they're boasting. University of Liberia looks in Tenerife, state-owned university. That place is archaic. Look, when the University of Liberia was set up, look at the year and now. It is archaic. It is archaic. This city should have, this city with the adjacent districts should have about 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 universities. Medical institutions and others. If possible, that's why God gave us the natural resources that other countries does not have, so that we would develop our country and stop being subservient, stop being at the feet of other countries to feed on the crumbs. You open up, you call yourself legislators. You open up, you give the resources to the people. You give our natural resources, the people come, they exploit. They put small money behind, they say they're doing this. All of those concessions, all of where those people are in the various districts, what you see happening there? What do you see happening? Look at the various districts. Look at those foreign institutions that are there. Look what the law says about corporate social responsibility. Who enforces that? The lawmaker. But they have time. When they go, they sit down, they get money. They get time. Some of the lawmakers, they have not even gone to the district for I don't know how many months, going to a year or even more than a year. The district just there, it running itself, it on autopilot. Most of them, they in that place, the bobo, they know nothing, but they are excited when people call in them honorable, and they think that extra thing. Powerful rich fool. Corruption has overwhelmed the government. Everybody's stealing all over the place. Nothing happening for the country. The next sanction that will come, because we already have a sanction, Donald Trump decision on that sanction. Sanction is any decision that is taken. It is either positive or negative. You can sanction something. That means to give approval in a positive sense. You can sanction in a negative way. Donald Trump sanctioned Liberia. I'm talking about the other countries. I'm concerned about Liberia. They're talking about, yes, they're journalists on various platforms analyzing it. We have to do ours, and we're doing it. Donald Trump sanctioned Liberia. That is why everybody, all the government is complaining. The government say, oh, we need to do that, we need to do that. But Donald Trump needs to rescind his decision. Because when the people in fact, we can smell. You think we should not be in a position? What kind of country? You're in a country there is no contingency plan in place. There's no emergency plan. No exit strategy. Just in case something happens, you will be in a position. Let Ghana there. Let Ghana. You say in Ghana too. You say has projects in Ghana. But do you hear the people complaining in Ghana? Because the people developing the country go in Ghana, see factory, see industrial settings, see medical factories, see universities. The people expanding. They're using the resources, not that corruption isn't in Ghana, corruption in Ghana, but they are using the money wisely to develop the country because they are patriotic, they are nationalistic. They want their country to look better than the next country. That's why they can say Ghanaians are the best. Ghana is the best. How they can say it? That's the way they can say it. And that's true. You think that it's just a fun? That's true. They're telling you, in reality, we love our country. We feel that self-esteem, that proud. But the ones that over there, they get it. They get anything called self-esteem before you talk about patriotism or nationalism. Their patriotism is in the dollars. Their patriotism is in adoration. People more adore them. Honorable, nonsense. You think honorable, that extra thing? Honorable simply did the work that you're doing. It's not about you. When you're not in that place, they can call you honorable. You think that extra thing? You honorable based on the work that you do, and when you can do it as the way the Constitution says you should do it, you will be there. We'll be calling you honorable, but no respect. They just call you honorable to flatter you. They kind of eat few dollars from you. You ain't know how the people can make fun of you in a community. You say, oh, the honorable coming. The honorable love because you drink wine. Honorable, thank you. We listen to you. We listen to you the last time on the air. We listen to you on the floor. You had that issue. They want to eat some money from here now. So you think now he's talking a big man. I see. I can't wait. Go get a few dollars in the pocket. That's how you should treat them. You make fun all of them. You flatter them. You take your own from them. You eat it because they get it real good. You go put 1.5 million just to sit down. You talk and they rescue. But I see you, man. Let me go to Sunday today, Friday. Let me go to Sunny S. Keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. We're giving you 10,000. I'm talking about money. The people sharing their money with you? No. Corruption overwhelmed Bwaka government. Bwaka ain't able. Bwaka thinking all the days next week. And we're getting every year some things. It's not easy right now. The people, why those guys were sitting over there? You know that the people were spending a small money. You know that Bwaka off here and the other and nothing really happening. The people use the money before they could even pass anything called budget. The people are spending all over the place. That thing the majority black and the other people were doing. Yeah, man. Where my man? Where my guy? He had something on clip. I need to play it. So yeah, I think that the regime speaker, Yeah, the regime speaker was telling him about the budget. They must do this, they must do that, they must spend it. Okay, let me talk this one quick, then I will get it. I'll get it. I had to ask him. Yeah, let me pack all the document. Yeah, see that report here. The analysis. You heard, and you see the money. See, the guys saying they're rigging. Before Bwaga can realize it, it finished. And you see the figures? You see it? Everything, and the ministries or the agencies. Before 2025 came in. Listen. Anyway. So let's go. Yeah, let's go to that hearing and the court. The former Finance and Development Planning Minister Samuel Twe and others. So there was a manipulation for the change of the judge politically. And Judge Willie goes there. Yes. And today, they move to deny because the defense had argued that the case should be dismissed on grounds that the information is sensitive as to what they did. It was transferred, those monies. There was not a denial, no, but where the money was put, security reasons, the players argue that you can bring security matters into the open. Therefore, let the case be dismissed. They took Judge Blamo Dixon from there, and then they brought Roosevelt Willie. Yeah, they brought Roosevelt Willie. So he goes to the court, and then his ruling, he denied Twede. Twede and others have been represented in Liberia. That's well known. Arthur Johnson, he took exception to Judge Willard's ruling today. Yeah, have a listen to him after the judge will hand down his ruling. Yes, Arthur Johnson.
When specific provisions of the Constitution are raised as subject matter of discussion in a trial, a court of limited jurisdiction, specifically a trial court, does not have the authority to interpret the Constitution. That authority is ascribed to the full bench of the Honorable Supreme Court. So today, the judge had indeed agreed that the former officials of government are immune from any criminal prosecution or judicial inquiry for acts committed or acts carried out while serving as members and statutory members of the National Security Council and principal advisors and agents of the presidency. That immunity to the president that extends to the advisors of the president and the agent. That immunity can never be subjected to judicial review in a court of law. The courts shall refrain from conducting on the basis that any attempt will compromise national security. In fact, it's on the other way around. Why we should be protecting the protection of national secrecy, I see the government proceeding to expose national security operations, especially about expenditure during elections to keep this country safe from threats to the election.
Also, if you agree that the judge ruled against you, if you agree that the judge he is really admitted that why did he rule against you and then he took an exception to the Supreme Court?
It's not with the wisdom of the judge. The next thing is the defendants, the former ministers of the former officials of government cannot stand trial. Why? Under the due process clause that we have in fact our cases like the Wallow versus Wallow, the landmark case on due process, before you are convicted, you have the right to question the witnesses, to produce evidence in your favor in order to exonerate yourself. These officials are prohibited by law not to defend themselves. And what is the law? The National Security and Reform Act, Intelligence Act of 2011 says, as long as they are alive until 20 years, even if they go for trial and they take the witness and to testify about how they expended the money, when they come outside, the NSA will arrest them also because they have breached national security intelligence operation. That's why you take up on the level at the level of the National Security Council.
So in short, Council, are you saying that the judge erred in his ruling against you people?
The judge erred. And in fact, the ruling went beyond the scope of authority of the court.
Meaning that you're taking flight to the Supreme Court.
Well, the team will discuss that. But what we know is that the law already gives us the authority to go on the remedial process when a judge had made a decision, especially on the issue of authority, that he has gone beyond his authority. The judge, the trial court, has no authority. And that is a standard established by the Honorable Supreme Court by years of horror with age, that whenever constitutional issues are squarely raised, no court of law has the authority to determine and pass on constitutional arguments beside the full bench of the Supreme Court.
The judge did quote Article 51 of the 1986 Constitution as it relates to people being immune and exempted.
Under Article 61, that talks about immunity of the president. 61. No, it's 61. It's 61. It's not 51, it's 61. Under Article 61 of the Constitution, the president is immune from all prosecutions. The only time the president is not immune from prosecution, it must be certified by condition precedent. What are those conditions precedents? The condition precedents are the president must first be impeached and removed. Any leader in this country who has now been impeached and removed, every act or acts that he conducted or carried out or he assigned to his agents while serving as president, that extension of immunity covers them, and you cannot question those agents. This is the argument before the Supreme Court that will soon be appearing. Whether or not an agent or an advisor of the president serving at the level of the National Security Council, which they are creating the National Security Council, prohibits him that you cannot take the stand to testify on national security matters that have not been declassified. As we speak, the expenditure of the former government to maintain a peaceful transition to divert and abort the threats to national security and the elections of 2023, the government presently has never declassified that information. Any of these officials who comes to court and to testify how that money was expended, who the agent that received it, and what area they assigned the agents for what purpose, they will go to jail.
Okay, so that's the man, Arthur Johnson, Councillor Arthur Johnson, who is representing, one of those representing the indicted former government officials from the Weir's administration, Arthur Johnson. Play the King's Card giveaway. We're giving you 10,000. Continue playing and get some money. Dial star 799 star 25 hatch. Play with $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. It's terrible. It's bad off. You need money in this Bogart's economy. Things are tough. We're giving you that money. It is yours for you to take. It is your money, not ours. Play. Let's play as many times as we can. It's the weekend. You will need it to get things sorted out for the weekend and then start on next week. You will also need it to just de-stress yourself as some the way you want to. So I want to take your gear out. You might want to take your man out. You need play. Get it. 25 star 75 hash and just play with $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. Let's do it. Let's play. Don't get discouraged. It's difficult and you need money. We are in the tribulation, economic tribulation. This is a preview. If you don't know, this is a preview. Preview means the thing that you're seeing. After it, you will see it when the real time comes. That's what they call preview, the event before you. So if you know that how it's going to be in the tribulation period, when you don't get money or when you don't take the mark of the beast in this situation, in this modern situation, in Nebuchadnezzar reign, the mark that you have to take, the money. You need money to survive. In the tribulation period, you will need the mark. If you don't get a mark, you can't get money. So in this time, before that time, the mark of this government to survive is money. When you don't get money, you can't survive. The government officials not giving you money. Legislators not giving money out. They're not doing anything. The other people holding on to the money because the finance minister said it. In fact, before the finance minister, Donald Trump action, and all around the world, the people discussing it, that it's difficult, it's going to get harder, very terrible. So the little money that you have, make use of it. That's why we're giving you 10,000. Play with 200 Liberian dollars, the King's Cash giveaway, or $1.50. And then you can win your 10,000 by dialing *799 *25#, and then you can have your 2,000. Play as many times. Let's do it. So let's move down to the line. Let's take few calls on these two pointers, and then we move on to the second and final lap of the show for this week. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. You got to de-stretch. You need some a jolly time. So you take that 10G bar. Yeah. You take that 10G. Okay, you're going to enjoy yourself. Hey, drop $200 there or $1.50. Then you dial *799 *25#, and then you carry your 10G. You go enjoy yourself. The entertainment centers will be packed. You know, every Friday, for that balling week every Friday. So when you say that word, you get mad. You just be feeling around like entertainment place. You just be looking for some. When you see anyone of your friend or anyone of your girl, oh, see there. Yeah, I see you for long. What's up? Yeah, oh, yeah. So I just get a chair. But I get you over. Yeah, you get drinking something. Let me tell your friend, I'm afraid to buy you. But when you get mad, you're not engaged in that kind of petty thing. Yeah, the same way with the men all over. All right. So let's go. Today is the birthday of Agnes Brown of Galley Street block, right behind the Ministry of Commerce, where you people are running your business. It is filled with seditions, Unity Party, all of the political parties over there. That's my first time to know that business play. All the political parties there, and they get intellectualized. And the last time I was just standing across the road watching the argument, the tempo went ha. After the poor coming fuel, or when they finish, when I speak to each other, the people I still thinking about the court. I said, when you go to the court, when you hear two lawyers arguing, state their defense, hey, you say those people will never speak to each other. If I were the counsel, they would fail. But let's see, that the intellectual side of it legally, when they can't also, the two people, the friends, you hear the defense or the state lawyer telling me, man, let's go have lunch now. I want to be the people just go to the court. Because everyone say the lawyer there, a bad lawyer, you see that. So that congratulations, Agnes Brown. Enjoy yourself. Let's go to the line now. Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Yes, good afternoon. Let's hear you. Your name, man. Where you call from?
Thank you so much. This is Derek King, and I do join you for my reasoning this afternoon. You see, this government, we don't need to talk on the phone. We need to put the radio aside. Let us tell us radical move. But Liberia, what we are notorious for, to just talk. Oh, that way that 2029. 2029. Wait for 2029. On this government, 6 years, after 6 years, come to think about your age. You almost look like you've been spending your time in service.
But you know why you even read 2029?
Yeah. So should we wait to die Before we get to action, let's start talking. We need to be radical with these people because the people claim that they know all.
Yeah, Martin Luther King said, if ever was a time to rise up, now is the time.
It is the time. So for the people to say all what they say, look at more are they trying to justify setting plastic tank over a house and putting water through pipe and opening faucet for it. That faucet can't even still on. That's going to break. They're going to break. I'm up for that solar panel he bought. I'm up for it. There is about 250,000. Now he's trying to clean the pin from water. So we're bidding that he's talking about pitting.
All right.
The next time you'll be getting about 400,000. That guy's a criminal. He's a certified criminal.
All right, King. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Have a nice weekend. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, William W. Wu, the official spokesperson for the Liberian Surah movement, and I joined from Carwell. Let me say thank you ever so much, Mr. Andrew. You know, before they went into power, we saw how they were hungry, the Mo Ali and other guys. So we know that they will steal enough. But again, some money, like people will go and will tell them say, okay, our power, because same. You can't lose the country that they remain empty. Because what we are saying now, that all the donors support us is going out and nothing is coming in. And they want to rape the country and loot all over and can't leave nothing with the people. No, this can't happen. The country for everyone else, not because you're a minister, you're a representative, they mean that the whole money only for you. And that's why they're doing this country. And it's wrong. I want to get $90,000 US out your car, therefore, or 6 years. You want in the country, then they put they are paying their people only 150, 100. Are you kidding me? Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. Wish you a nice weekend. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Andrews.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you for your splendid explanation. But moreover, precisely, Liberia is a country that needs to be in total freedom in terms of governance. We can't have a country where citizens are maltreated. Hello?
We are listening to you.
Yeah, citizens are maltreated. No developmental agenda for national government. It's so sad that the government don't have a platform for national development. You don't have anything on education. You don't have anything on agriculture. Because mainly Liberia need to feed herself. And if you have these people, and like you said rightly, other countries are developing. Why this Liberia? Even if they put their salary, these guys will be taking like 2,000 or 1,500. They don't pay LC bill. They don't pay water bill. They don't buy. Well, what you would buy for the $5,000 for prestige motor or all these people there for these people? You can go to Europe and pay for a fairly used car that costs maybe $5,000 or $6,000. These guys are very exploited. The executive, the judicial, and the legislature. We need to really, really do something like you said. Really, they have completely 95% of the people illiterate, so they don't understand between the lines. Why should I elect a legislator or a representative that will roughly
Chief.
and corrupt?
Yeah, they are feeling it now. They know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend, sir. Hello. You are on the air. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Let's hear you. Your name and where you call from.
Thank you very much for your show. This is our David Sanders. I joined your discussion for Omega Market and legacy of former president here. We were discussing the issues. I heard you talking about lawmakers to cut their salary. Yeah, we all agree. We are all happy for them to cut the salary. But can you guarantee where you think they can spend their money to be safe to benefit the Liberians, which entity or where? Because everywhere there's corruption. And you identify one place, everywhere the AACD, the GAC, all over. Everywhere there's corruption. So cut the salary is not safe. But where will the money go for the Liberian people to benefit? Where will the money go? We are confused in this country. So let me tell you, my brother, they want transparency, they want accountability. Those words are not in the party dictionary. So when you talk about cutting salary, you just say that salary, you cut it, people will find out that have benefit, people will send out benefit that have benefit, other places that are going to benefit, they're free. No accountability, no transparency. So the delegation of Baka made in Babulu Kade. You see, before you go delegate something, look at what your predecessor have done.
Okay, Chief. I didn't talk about that dedication. Hello? Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Chief. Thank God Almighty. And you?
I'm grateful. I mean, there's the right of Gibraltar. I'm Tony Hackman. I call you my company to call you brother.
Let's hear you.
Look, Andrew, this guy I'm losing this country here, Andrew. You saw people that more are leading hungry around here. These are people that come here now to say, I make chaos that hand point when they come out to say, spend close to $250,000. How will you robbing like when people like that? I $250,000, I didn't have some people. When you challenge the boy to go and dedicate hand pump, when after you been watching your hand and then you walk to the end of the hospital, you got to shameless people. You got to get nothing to offer the Liberian people,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you got the bad, but because I mean, we living total illusion. Thank you, brother.
Have a nice weekend. Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is
Yeah, Norris, you're in the midst of live voices. You want to move from there?
Yeah, in the market errors. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's try that. Let's go.
Yeah, bro, thank you for your put you'll be educating everything. For your country, we know what the country is. The perfect they will let you know the story of the country. So one rescue coming to power, your talk, pay our bro, our sister, and money, you feel it to you on the day. I have better doing generated. They go for like that. They brought down the working with the book on buying the soul for credit. What did the book completely? Well, I now tell him, Johnson already. I say, they don't not able to steal, but I need money around. But let's come in. But you come up with somebody finances. Because when I put in the trade, and you say out the country money, I don't know. They use the product, get nobody fund around. You want to kind of complain that you just not really for them.
All right,
so not director there. But when again, we'll say, oh, this is all the food. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the show.
Thank you too. Have a nice Friday. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, you are on the air. Let's hear you.
Someone said our day coming tomorrow. We don't know how to record it. We don't get no nothing. Our country getting. I won't know. When you go to that water and play, you see that water and so I think your CEO rest side. Look at how he takes it. Then he's taking that money, taking that money.
No, the man renovating the place. So he renovating. I think that place he will say 10,000 or 15,000.
Yeah,
or 40,000.
They play was too delicate. I said, well, when they pull up to, they just see him to eat our resources to damage her. They don't steal you. Look at the common US Foreign Ministry, the stealing that going on. Yesterday, they put care to court for our salary. We went to the court and I appeared there. Now, human rights lawyer go there. They said two lawyers went there. They said they are serious, but we will not call them. We will not talk to say they are serious. They say they will preach for. Then they call one of the workers. They say the worker must show the number. They must get the number for the lawyer. What we pay? And the boss said, I can't do it. And I know the people are just there. So they say they will preach for us. We don't know them. You see how the wicked are in the country? We suffering. Oh, money. We still yesterday on our son. Thank you very much, Papa.
Thank you so much. This government will recall many deaths, many accidents than any government in the history of this country. Not a single day passes by without 2 or 3 or 4 accidents and death reported. It is not normal. Something is happening somewhere. Before the SD Kopo melee between the police and army, there was an accident again. And let me say this. Listen, as much as we lambast the police, we blast the police, you drivers, keke, bikes, taxis, very many of you are reckless. Very many. You people think that you the law. You determine when, how, where you turn, how you turn, you overtake. Many of you drivers, taxi, keke, motorbike, you're just reckless. Some of these accidents are your own fault. You're just damaged from your recklessness. People, families, brothers, sisters, whatever the relation, just get hurt or die. That incident I saw around there before the misunderstanding between the police and the army, you can tell that keke was just turning. And that car that came, that some people soon concluded that it was a government official car or a former government official car or the former pro tem wife. The scene could tell you that that keke was just turning. And then the car coming from that side, there's no way again on the scene. But if you look at it, if you look at the diagram, you can tell that keke was just turning, and the car may have come with excessive speed from where he or she came from and went straight into the keke. And keke is not fast in turning, car not fast in turning, bag not fast in turning. You can turn anyway. You see the keke, the bag, the taxi driver, anyway, anywhere. They will just turn. And they expect nobody to say anything about it. Why it is true that we lambast the government? The government has its own fault. It doesn't say individual citizens do not have any fault. It is not everything that you put on government. Individually, people have their own don't care attitude, mental recklessness. You people have to stop. You take time. The man in the keke, you see the man moving. The man will just turn that way. You see the back man, he just turn anywhere too. You're moving. He thinks that he's sophisticated or he is a good driver. Most of them, they will not use their V mirrors. The inspection that they carry on, I don't know what kind of inspection. Police too, you in the street. You only concerned about money. Everything will come back to you. Keke not get V mirror. The back man, he ain't get V mirror. Keke get one V mirror. The other one no V mirror. They're not even looking. They're turning anyway. Police saying all of those things. Those are the things, at least if you're arresting them for, then you say yes. There where the discretion comes in. So they will move now to make sure that they get V mirror. They get this, they get that. But you stay in front of the place, you take money. City police, they just inflicting pains and injuries and setting tears in the eyes of marketers. The city is congested. There is no space in this city for anybody to go to clear the sidewalk. When the same thing was happening in we as government, trying to find space, taking the people off the street, the same government said it was wrong. Where the people would go? You're taking the people, you're carrying them way Omega Market, that far distance, all kinds of things they were saying. And some of you got so interested in it. That's how some of you turned against the government of the day then and became praisers for Unity Party. Today, they're doing the same thing. They're telling the people to get off the sidewalk. They will go and take the people market, carry it, or carry them to the headquarters. I thought when you say people selling on the sidewalk, you need to you want them to move. You will make sure that they move. But you will come and take 1, 2, 3 items you carry to your place. Right in front of us here. Right in front of us. Every day we see that thing. One Saturday, those guys came here with the car. Said the police commander and other people, you should be shamed. You should be very shamed. On a rescue government, you're stealing broad day, you're robbing the people. We were standing, we're just looking at them, the king of the car, taking the people goods. Yeah. Then they carry it. They took good amount. You said the people on the sidewalk are kept. Yes, that's true. So make sure they get off completely the road. So cars will park because they're kept there, we agree, in other areas. And you will make sure that the people get off the street And at the work of the police, you take 3, 4, 5 items you carry. So the next day, I think it was Monday, yeah, when I came, I just walked to the lady and said, sister, hey man, sorry for what happened. Oh. The police people, say the police people, they carry your market. So what y'all do now? The guy said nothing. So I say, but when they carry it, y'all went behind there and they gave you your goods. You know what the guy said? The guy said each item they took from there, they took 10 US. She said all of us that went there, we had to pay 10 US, $10 US before we get it back. And they can even come, we're expecting any time to come and take again because that's what they can do all the time. Say the police, they charge their children. That people close, you can see on them. Say the police wife, that people close, you can see on the wife. They'll take the people close by force. They carry the one who ain't get money to go and free it, they will carry to their houses. That's that one when you see any police woman dress, any police woman in her own dress, that her own money, that stealing thing her husband stole it, carry. When you see the police, son, daughter, they close that one and are stealing clothes. They married a. That's why they just fanny around the place all day, everywhere they're going. They will just come with a car, woo, take people goods, put it in a car. But it's good for you too. Because when we are trying to find ways by means, you are being very liberal, a bit conservative, because he knows that a human being, they have to survive. You people are screaming all over the place. You're here rescue. Anything the person you believe in, and you're seeing now, and you're paying money every day, some of you can get your goods. The country is small. The city is small. The people build the city for 100 persons. So if you take all the people from on the sidewalk, where are you carrying them? And before you take people from a given place, you must have alternative. You must have already prepared a place that you're taking them to. But you don't get anywhere, then he said nobody must sell on the sidewalk. So where are you carrying the people now? Then said the police, you're just there stealing the people, you're taking the people goods. That's swear. That's swear on you better stop that thing. I swear you take somebody thing you care, you know what I mean? That curse. Back to the men who call themselves keke people. The police don't care. You don't care. That's why all the accidents occur. You're just killing people, families for nothing. And some of you, you're sitting in a keke, you see the way they're turning, you can talk. You're sitting on back. They just ride in any kind of way you can talk. The man wakes up in the morning, he goes to a friend and asks a friend to teach him how to drive. The friend teaches the man in 35 minutes, the man in the traffic. What a man know, it doesn't say because you know how to move the engine or the vehicle, then you are a driver. So most of them, they just don't care. They're just reckless too. Look at keke drivers, back riders, taxi drivers, every one of them. I'm referring to the reckless ones, not the ones who are refined. They know the rules. I hope, let's see now. You play the King's Cash giveaway. We are giving out 10,000 this week, and today is Friday. Huh? I know how I should say this. Today is Friday. You need some dollars in your pocket. Today is Friday. That weekend. That jolly day. This country is hard. Hard. We are in the state of famine. We are in a state of drought. We are in a tribulation period. If you know the meaning of these three words, well, you will start playing that King's Cash giveaway to get money in your pocket. So let me ask you, is something happening right now? People running here and there, you moving. What do you think you need to survive? If you arrive at some that place, you need money. Who put money in your pocket? During the war, we saw a year we're all around. I didn't leave this country. God said stay here to see these things are happening all over. So after the war, you'll be able to educate people. You go to the place. No, you don't get money. You can survive. Just imagine in a war town, that everybody for themselves, no people in showing sympathy. You don't get money, you can't get food. That has some people die. And you don't fight hard to get money to buy food. And the food you buying, they're not belly full. Just so something will go in your mouth. But we need that money in the war. That's why money is key. Money is very significant in anything. The whole wide world. It is significant now. It will be significant during the tribulation. It will be significant in the next world called the new heaven and new Jerusalem or new earth. Just imagine in the war, I'm telling you seriously, in the war that right now, is some of you who survived the war, who was here, you know, you people are testimony. Some of you saying, yes, that's true. We saw it. That's why you need money. So we're giving 10,000. That 10,000 that you can tell. You can take 5,000, you keep it, or 3 or 4,000, or 2,000 or 1,500, you keep it. The other one, then you can buy small thing there. Then you put the other one in your pocket, you move around. You know, just in case. Just in case. Yeah. Money very important. In the absence of money, you finish. God first, money second. Let me tell you. God first, money second. When you don't get money, you dead. When you get money, you living, but you die. When you don't get money, yeah, you don't get money, you eat. You have food in your system. You stay hungry. When you don't get money, you get food in your system, it's like you're in prison. And you can see it with some people, their stomach full, they got food, but no money in the pocket. The man sitting down, the picking them can say, my empowerment. So sorrowful. Because no empowerment there. Let somebody get that man 2,000 or 3,000, or even just 1,000. That man, he's alive. He comes alive. You see that man, when you ask again, say the man go on out, that's how. But why you be moving around? Because he in power, money. So we give you your money, man. So you can take it by just putting in $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. That 200 you putting in, then you're giving it to us. That what you're using to get your money, so that 10,000 you get. Anyway, that is seeing money, your 200 and 10,000 going back to you. Just dial *799*25# play with $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US, and then you win. Let's read some of the comments and then we go to something else, and then we are out on the show. It's the weekend, huh? It's a win. I know how it ended now, how that bigamy hearing ended. The representative Ellen Atterre and her husband, she go kill a man to court. Say, but and the people say when you go to church, when you marry, a Christian marry, when something happens, you might go to the pastor. But when you run to the court, when the court rule, so now it can be hard now. When you go to the pastor now, you go to family, you said that it can be hard. Yeah, that's why you exercise patience, not to just run to court because you get money to go to court. Legal process, the law can listen to everybody, but there are some decisions the law can take. It can be hard, and really be hard. When the man say, "Oh, you get me to court, madam," so let them. I want to just say you go to court put in for divorce. Yeah, I don't want a relationship again. The one can say, "Oh, papa," so all the things I taught, I exercise patience, so you get fair. You can't do court, and I'm bad. The law for all of all. So they want me, I'm not interested in it again. You go to the pastor, you call other people there. If there are some people lost Google relationships. Sometimes you just try to settle it within first. When working, then they say go to the pastor, the church. And they say let no man pour asunder. That thing the pastor then can say. That means many people know. Asunder simply means split, and split comes from emotion, vexation, anger, abusive expression, and all of those things, or just anything, given the nature of it. The husband can pour asunder to that marriage. The woman can pour asunder. But the way you can understand it when the pastor says, so you think that they were talking to the congregation, but you're talking to everybody. There are men and poor asunder to their marriage. There are women poor asunder. So the man can say, Ellen Atterell, husband could say, okay, you came to a court now. You accuse me of having an affair with another person. You accuse me of engaging in extramarital affair, and you have no evidence. So say you lawmaker, you get money now, you come to court, no problem. I'm not interested again. Do whatever you want to do. I'm off this relationship. Go to court now. Let me see where the law will force me to come to you. What happened? Who put that son already that a woman? That's why you got to be very careful. I know how it ended. Okay. Let's read a few comments and then we have Paris Lobot said, excuse mission brought calamity upon Liberian. All kinds of things just happening in Mama Liberia. Yes, the mystery events are too many. The mystery houses are still burning mysteriously. Accidents are at a high rate. Police still manhandling their own citizens in a gruesome manner with all regret, no discretion. The same thing I was telling you about the police. And you heard former security expert Sam Sion. And you heard what the man said. And that the same thing I told you. If the police had just used that discretion in every setting, you have to use that discretion. If the chief gave order or the order comes down, you on the ground, you must know how to implement it. Even if report reaches the chief and say, oh, the person do this or this, when you get before the boss, you convince the boss, you allow the boss to see reason why you did what you did. And the boss will look into it and say, yes. Haven't you heard some leaders or managers, whatever their title, when they give order and it goes that way, you can hear the person say, but remember, why you use your discretion? Yeah, I agree. I gave the instruction now, but you in charge of it, you needed to use your discretion. Now you see what you have brought on us. That thing is very key. Don't just be emotional or lip service stuff when the boss gave instruction to look at it carefully and say, yeah, my boss gave me the instruction, but let me take time how to handle it. So since the motorcyclists are like this, are like that, equally, there are bikes also in this country that are private and they carry private plate. Are all the bikes commercial? No. So let us take time. When it comes to our checkpoint, once they identify themselves, we let them go. Simple. The thing I'm telling about using your discretion. And I listen to the news saying that. That's the thing. That what you do all over the world, in anything for that matter. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be large. Anything. You just use common sense. Use your common sense. That what they call discretion. The boss will never have problem with you. The boss will not dismiss you. In fact, the boss will even know that he has somebody. He has reliable people who can discern. The boss will even be happy. There are people who cause trouble. The boss even didn't want that to happen, but the job whoa. So the boss said, why you couldn't use your discretion? Meaning why you didn't sit down to think about it. Yes, I gave the instruction, but you are on the ground. You are the one responsible for that. It is your assignment area. It is your authority. So you needed to use to observe it and take a decision that will be beneficial to both parties. That's how it works. But y'all go beating. Slowbot. Lawrence in it said AFL and police are fighting amongst themselves under the rescue mission. Yeah, they are fighting. But the corruption we talked today and the ruling from the court was very well. And a counter position to the judge ruling by defense lawyer Arthur Johnson. Those are the two things. The people who call themselves honorable people, the lawmakers, those children, those tiny boys and girls. I'm saying this so you with some of us. And some of you say you can call your junta. So your understanding of that expression means insult and reduce you. When you don't even know who you are. You stoop so low. You create messy situation in this country, and you don't want anybody to give a description of your act. May I refer to JMB, our president who will stay there until 2029. Anybody thinking that something will happen to JMB, then they go there and lie. We will criticize, we condemn JMB. We give our description, but JMB will stay there until 2029. That one part will protect JMB on that. So I can refer to JMB as Nebuchadnezzar. So you hear me even JMB now and say, Sam Andrews always referring to you as Nebuchadnezzar on the radio. Yes, the man. JMB will look at people and say, but why you're infringing on the man's right? Why you're trying to create a scene that doesn't make sense? He's not insulting me. He's just looking at it from that standpoint based on certain things in his opinion, not right with our government. So AB were telling you the last time, I think it was last week, yeah, the difference between insult and description. You have to know it. I was listening to the show that night, AB was talking about it. And I said to myself, great. Because many people need education in this country. Everything that insult, everything people say insult, everything insult. When they themselves are more insultive, they are abused. You know why it's insult? Yeah, on Kings FM, we never ever insult. It will be the last thing we ever do to stoop so low. With the high prestige we have, to stoop so low to be insulting our president, so insulting all the people that know. What we give is description. It is entitled, it is the right unto anybody, literally. So if I say President Bouakai, and I describe President Bouakai's reign as Nebuchadnezzar, it means I see characteristics in Bouakai's reign. And I'm part of using that after Nebuchadnezzar in the Bible. Is that an insult? No. The president said he would dance with the devil. Does that mean that he is a devil or he knows the devil personally? No, that was his way of intellectually or figuratively saying what he felt he understood at that time. You don't want to be too emotional in everything, or you act like you know the government, you let the government anything. Okay, Emmanuel Bro say, Sam Andrews, you are right. Corruption has totally engulfed Liberia nowadays under the presidency of criminal JNB, because JNB is Liberia's corruptor in chief. Oh, now another phrase and a new phrase, eh? Yeah, he ended by saying a very big bunch of bad thieves. Then he goes on to say Anthony Alor Isaac Jackson Jr. has described Finance Minister Augustin Kwongafwan as Liberia's prayer bear economy. The man said he didn't say Liberian of prayer, well, he was misquoted. So he speak in context, eh? See, you have the poor people. Kula Fofana said he spoke in context. Nonsense. God. Yeah, let me show you some of the people who call themselves honorable. Let me show you this. And then let me see. Yeah, I can just take 1 or 2 calls on this. So the Liberian Senate, this is not it. I'm just feeding you people with this. The Liberian Senate has summoned officials from the Ministry of Commerce, the Central Bank of Liberia, and the Liberia Business Association to explain, according to them, the persistent increase in commodity prices nationwide. They say Central Bank, the Ministry of Commerce, Liberia Business Authority, they should go to the Senate officials, the ministers, and their deputies. They must go there and tell them why there is increase in commodity prices nationwide. Nationwide means all over. Don't mind them, they pretending they know. A shade, the beginner can say a shade. That which means it reaching the boiling point is very difficult. What they can do, we just acknowledge the fact that things are hard all over the place. And that's why I told you and will continue to say, if you are eating in Lapapido and you are buying the food 200 and you went there and they say the food 250, don't complain. Don't complain. Just pay the 250 and you get a 250 worker. If you are eating in restaurant and you are paying 500 for that food in the restaurant, and you went there and they tell you 650 or 600, don't bother. Don't grumble. Don't blast them. Just pay it. You know why? The condition has necessitated that. The condition now, the economic hardship we find ourselves in has created that now. Not that people just want to increase, but the condition will force people to increase their prices because they too are buying at a very terrible amount. Not that they take pleasure in increasing all over. The lawmakers themselves, I should tell you, they're feeling it too. Even though they are rich people, they get money. And let me restate, no lawmaker should tell you, if you relative to that lawmaker or your friend whatsoever, Emma Briggs said it. She said, "Oh, the people can be talking. They can say we get money." I said, "Mama, just be specific. Say Sam Andrew and his boss man, A.B. William, they can be saying that. Don't beat around the bush. Yeah, don't be around the bush. Oh, the people can be saying that we're making 11,000, we're making 12,000, so the public will see us." I said, "People, no." I said, "Mama, just be specific. You know that it is true that you're making more money than anybody in this country. The executive first, you're second. So no lawmaker will tell you he ain't got money. The people, they are the richest people, the least they can travel with. Yeah. You not see lawmaker travel Liberty. The Liberty can be in a car, in a man packet, US. They get money. But look here, the very place there are people working. See how dirty, nasty stink it is. And then they call themselves honorable. You get tiny boys and girls over there. See it. Let me show you the people, their staff area. These lawmakers, each of their bathroom, their offices are well-to-do, clean, up-to-date. But the place their staffers use in bad condition, dirty, stink. You look here. That the lawmaker, then yell. Well, amen. No. Let me get it. See the people place. I want you to see it real good. Dirty, stink. They say that the staffers now, the people who they're helping them to do their work, see the condition of the people. Legislators, LRB legislators. Where is it? Where is it? Here is it. You look here. See, that is Stafford's bathroom. You see it? You see the condition of it? You see it? You see the condition? You see how it bad up? You see how it dirty? They ain't get time. But they can allocate money for other things then. Go in legislator. All those legislators go in their bathroom. They see clean. The janitor will go early to clean it up, but the people who helping them, who doing the work, doing most part of the work, they can't turn to them, not catering to them. Martin M. Dagbo said nothing in the English book called insult. The word is called adjective. Okay. That the people, they say, when you thought they say insult. Yesterday, when they were using all the Baba expressions there, it was not insult. Though. I mean, it was, yes. It was not insult. Today, insult. Nonsense. Shadrach Flom, that's Boaka police. They are all not serious people. Marcus Fowler says this government is not serious. Okay. Matthew Choloplay say, your thing we will be working here hard in America. Then they be sending our money to Liberia. No support will go to Liberia until after 2029 election. In essence, they're not sending money for America yet because of what they're saying. The lawmakers and other people are doing, the executive, the lawmakers, the judicial officials. Philip Nangwe said corruption is everywhere, but you have prioritized national pride. Do things to impact the citizens' life. Very true. Tugbe Macaulay say no. Okay, Cecilia Yakpa will say Mo Ali and Jackie, them that used to support their sleepy job worker, they all gave up. All of rescue supporters are very ashamed. Yes, they are. They are. It's too bad up for them. Okay. So it's the weekend, man. It's the weekend. So let me ask you, just in the next few minutes, how are you going to spend the weekend? We got 10,000 here for you. Start play the King's Cash giveaways. Dial star 799, star 25 hatch, and then $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 you play with, and then you have your 10,000. So let me ask you in the next few minutes before we go, how are you going to spend the weekend? There's a reason I asked you the question. How are you going to spend your nose when you call? Most of you will say you're not getting money and the government get this, the government that. You who want to spend the weekend good? We're giving 10,000, yeah? You're getting. We're giving 10,000. So you will enjoy yourselves real good. So Edwin Snow said there is no plan to move Yombly Kanga Lawrence, That skin, the beginner can say that skin. He didn't want to start worrying too soon. She will move from over there. They're not Snow controlling her place. It's not Snow Senate. Ego. My people, y'all, man. Well, I said all kinds of things happening. Oh. Police beat immigration officer and forcibly took his bike at the Moravia City Hall. Hey, man. Hey, God. What really happening to this country? What really happening? Police beat you're beating the air bill. So you're that transfer aggression, you're putting it on the police again. Look at several of the police officers. Said they would be there again. Officer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other one is like look at the list at 6. The other guy has gone. The next one is city police. What you want to do? Oh, you better what you want to do? But nothing to do. These guys need to be careful. One day you hear gunshots all over the place. The police officer gotta be careful. They gotta be careful. When nobody talking, when we're talking, the people say we're stupid. They say, oh, we opposition. But yeah, the people took pretty close. They confiscated almost 1,000 bags. Amongst those bags, pastor relatives among them, pastor bags among them. Then they are thinking how to get the bags back. When we talk here, they say, oh, the people that are opposition people, they were still on inside. That 6 years. They will shout, they will scream. Then they say the people should go with money, not money, but they should go with document. Amongst those, almost 1,000 or even more than 1,000 bags. Pastor relatives there. Some pastors, they bought back and gave the people to run. They are among that. When talking, oh, they think it was fair. When something happened, oh, they said that. When AB raised the issue, they say, oh, now the motto, they want the opposition. They want to, and you see it now, yeah.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away. But your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth. And that is very much important.
That's it. That's where we are now. That's the reality that is before us. Everybody worrying all over the place. Pastors are worrying. Politicians worry. Everybody, business people, they're worrying. People can start shutting down their market early. They're leaving. Because everybody, no, people not sure People just think that something going to happen at any time. Why everybody worrying? Why you can say, oh, that seditions worrying, we're not worrying. Unity Party people, they're worrying. Everybody, because it's affecting everybody. Insecurity is affecting everybody. The dire economic situation, very difficult economic situation, it's affecting everybody. Then I only CDC people can go by. Then I only CDC people buying commercial cars here there. Then I only CDC people going to do business at the various business centers. Everybody, Liberians, it's affecting everybody. So when something happens, that's why Ebi say you gotta speak out. Because when you speak out, your voice matters. Your voice matters. We can go and take you and bring you to say we're forcing you to speak. That what we're doing so. We're not doing it because you think we ought to do it. We're doing it based on our conviction and the profession we chose. And we risk our lives for it. Because nothing on this earth is on a silver platter. Once you are speaking truth, people see you as bad person, they will try to do anything to bring you down. So it's a risk. Our advocacy for a good Liberia is not your advocacy. You have to speak out. You have to stand up. You have to look in the face of people. You don't have to rely on radio station. Many of you just comfortable. We call into a radio station, or the government this, the government that. It wouldn't help. If we come on, you will not call. So if we don't come on, what are you going to do? You feeling the pinch. We feeling the pinch too. But in the midst of it all, we come out bravely to look in the face of Nebuchadnezzar and Deputy Nebuchadnezzar and tell them this is not right. Because if anything goes haywire or if anything goes the other way around, it affects everybody. That's why you have to listen to the voice of reason.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country, provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because their SAR is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
A hint to a wise is quite sufficient. Okay, that's how we go home. The news is on at 6 in just under 30 minutes from now. And at 8 this evening, face the issues with Teacher Light. You don't want to miss it. The weekend's edition are going to be explosive. So get ready, spread the show, reach out. It's going to be at 8 this evening. A hint to a wise is quite sufficient. This is how the show resets for this week, to return afresh on next week, Monday, if God permits. I'm Sanctions. Shalom.